Hello Cat. HollyCat. Hello everyone, welcome to HujiProductions. Today we're going to be putting this together, which is an IKEA RÅSKOG. So before I start, I thought I'd show you a finished one. This is one we've been using in the kitchen for quite a few years. Really useful in the kitchen, especially when you haven't got a lot of space, because you can wheel it around, get it out of the way, pop it back in the corner, and you can have lots of lovely food on it. We've got another one of these which we use for a completely different purpose. Lots of stationary storage of various things, just generally very useful. Again, small space. And hello Cat. HollyCat, you come to have a look. Not normally there, is it? Okay, so the first thing we'll do is open up the package, and I'm going to set the I'm going to use a knife, but I'm going to set it really low, very shallow, so that it only goes through the tape and not anything that might be inside the box. Let's try and do that properly. And we'll see what we've got in here. Oh, it's well stuck together. They're glued now. Right, so we have the destruction manuals, which feels like it's on very recycled paper. Excellent. So it's your guide of what to do. And then inside we have one of the trays. Put that to one side. All cardboard packaging. Another tray. And then some more cardboard recyclable packaging. Well done IKEA. Mostly. And the uprights and the wheels and the brackets. Them here. The wheels here. Let's get the rest of it out. We've got curvy bits for the bottom. More curvy bits for the bottom. Some more uprights. Tools and fixings. And right, let's get rid of that. Packaging out the way. Right, so we have trays, uprights, more uprights. Sorry, this is black on black, isn't it? Or black on grey. More uprights, tools, and nuts and bolts. And wheels and fixing brackets. There. And the trays. Okay, time to assemble. Okay, so step one is to attach these together. So they slide together like that. And then we've got some very tiny screws, which I've just dropped. So they're very tiny, and they go in here. And these are proper tapped holes, which is nice. One done, and do the second one. Find the tiny screws. Pop them up. And that's step one. So step two, let's just show you this. So step two is to put the curvy bits for the bottom of it together, and it's kind of a bayonet fit by the looks of it. Put them together, then twist. So put them to one side, curvy bits, and try and work out which is which. Right, so we have, so if you can see on there, we've got a kind of shape there. Right, and on this one, there's a little dimple there that goes into that shape. So I'll go like this, and then twist, and then the bayonet holds it together. Try and show you that again. Side together, twist, and that's done. Very easy. So now we put the uprights onto the legs. So spanners out the way. So I need to make sure these are the right way round. Right. So the basket's going to attach there and there. So that goes up the top, and it goes. So the fixings are pointing in, except that that's not done up properly. Okay, right, so let's put them in, like that, and then again we've got these tiny screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them, whatever's correct I suppose. They go in there. Oh dear. Made a mistake. That's how not to do it. Okay, so I'm going to fit the back one, which I've now got the right way round. So, top tip, follow the instructions. RTFM. Yep, so when you put the verticals together, these parts, make sure that you've got the cross brace bracketry thing here at either end. That's the correct way round. Right, that's step 2 and 3 done. Step 4. So now we want to put the baskets in. So we're going to start with the bottom one here. And we need some sort of spanner. You can use the one included or your own. And then you want to put these nice captive nuts on to hold it all together. Right, so these are the parts you need. These two, what I'm going to call brackets. And then one of these bolts for each one. And captive nut for each one. So we're going to take our basket, slot that down into place. start wielding this around. Let's put it like that so we can see what we're doing. Hopefully, kind of. So the bolt goes through. There's a square shape on there, square shape on the top of the coach bolt. It goes in until the two square bits align. That stops it rotating. So make sure you've got your holes aligned there, and then this will pop in and come through to the other side here. And then you take your captive nut that you've just thrown across the room, put that on, hold it in place. Just doing that finger tight for the moment. Turn it round, repeat on this side. So again, line your holes, coach bolt in, pop that through, and captive nut on the back. It's much easier to build these things when you're not trying to film it. Okay, so that is step 4 done, other than I still need to tighten them up. Step 5, let's bring you over. Step 5 is kind of rinse and repeat really. So we've got to attach the other two exactly the same way, the same fixings. So I'll do that and speed it up. Right, so looks like it's probably easier to put the top one in first. Okay, so that's the main part of the unit together. I just need to tighten them all up. Right, last bit of tightening. I'm going to align that bolt with the joint. I'm cheating using a ratchet. And that together, and that's on the floor. Right, so that was step 5 completed, and step 6. All of the trays are on, all held on with brackets, and all we've got left to do, I think, is pop the wheels on. Yeah, basically the last 3 steps. So we've got our wheels. Right, let's do this so you can see it, shall we? Right, so on here, so you've got a rotating wheel with some bearings inside. There's some balls to form a ball bearing, and then we've got a fixed nut there that you can screw the wheel up into the trolley with, and then you've got a lock nut here which you use to tighten up this screw onto the trolley so it doesn't come loose. So that's very important. So use this one to screw it onto the base, and this one locks it on, which is why you've got two spanners. I'll set the locking nut a little bit down so that you get a decent amount of thread going into the unit. Hold the wheel while I put that on finger tight. Get the others done. You can hold the body of the wheel to help you guide it in. And these are greasy. Move that up a shade so I don't get grease on the sofa. Mrs. Huji would be very upset. Wind these wheels in. Right, so once you've got them all in to the depth that you want, you then need to hold the wheel still with this. Let me bring it in, because we can just show this on one wheel. So, hold the wheel with that one, and then this one could be turned to lock it in place. So now that's not going to come undone. You want to make sure these are all the same depth so it all sits equally, and I'll go around and do the rest on my own time. And that's the unit finished. Well, we need to stand it up, don't we? Hang on. So that's the RÅSKOG trolley finished. I guess in theory you could have this different heights if you want to put, say, tool stuff in the bottom. I guess the only other thing I'd say is when you're loading it up, if you've got a choice of heavy and light stuff, put the heavy stuff at the bottom so it doesn't tip over. But they're great little things, really useful. Great if you've got not a lot of space, because you can wheel it in and out. And there you go, RÅSKOG by IKEA. Oh, thank you for watching. Hope it's been helpful.